Hey, so, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Yes, this is a random post. This is actually, even though this appears before the next post that's set for February 14th, this is also on the 15th. It happened right after the other one because I was like, what the heck, let me just get in another post before I go to bed because I just have some random facts that I want to tell you, just random things that I've picked up and that I've learned. Um, so, check this out. Meat here is very expensive, and they're importing meat from different places like Australia. So they import the animals, from my understanding. I'm sorry about the bad lighting, by the way. Import animals from Australia, and then they slaughter them here. Using the halal way or it kind of means kosher, like the permissible way to eat the meat. But apparently, sometimes the meat is like donkey meat or horse meat, and so you have to make sure of the slaughterhouse or the restaurant you're going to. I thought my students were kidding because I heard before about chicken. So doner, tavuk doner. Maybe uh, a chicken shawarma or tawuk in Arabic. So tavuk means chicken, and doner means to turn. So it's that thing that turns and you kind of like cut down. You must have seen it. If not, search Google. It's D. I don't know how to say that letter, but it's O umlaut with two dots on top. That's the German for it. Ner, and tavuk is Tavuk. Search for that online. Search Google Images or something. You'll see some pictures. It's turning. It's very cool. So it like cooks a little bit of it. They turn it around. They cut that off. It's slowly cooking everything, and then it ends up being very, very thin and small by the end of the night. It's perfect how they time it. It's really nice. So, anyways, they put a bunch of slabs of chicken meat, but apparently they use seagull meat sometimes, and so you have to watch out and make sure you know the place. There's a lot of seagulls over here, and I hate seagulls. I don't know why. I just don't like them. They're really annoying. They always take. I don't know. I just haven't had a good experience with them. Probably comes from my childhood. I don't know. Anyways, um, so I've been hearing this a lot. The donkey horse meat I heard just last week, but the seagull meat I've been hearing from so many people. And so I finally asked them. I was like, "Where are you getting this from? Are these just rumors?" And they're like, "No, actually, they show up on the news." Local Turkish news, and they say that they take people to jail because they're lying to their customers. And I was just wondering, how do they catch these seagulls and put their meat and stuff like that? And really, going through all the effort of catching a seagull, does it really make it cheaper? I don't know, but that's messed up. So you really got to watch out. Um, Here's a really interesting thing I wrote down. I don't know if I talked about this before, but assimilating. I don't think it took me too long to get used to this country, get used to the language, get used to everything like that. I mean, I had an unfair advantage, which is that I knew Arabic or a little bit of Arabic before coming here. But yeah, I feel kind of comfortable going to any new country, no matter how strange the language is, and how strange the customs may be, and just like getting used to everything, getting in a routine within a few months. And so that's very good. That's something that I've learned from living abroad, and it's just a really cool feeling. You kind of feel at ease wherever you go. It's just like you just figure it out, and it's just really cool. I'm not saying I do this alone. I get help from so many people, and because I'm a person who believes in God. I believe that God is making this easier for me. But yeah, it's just yeah, it's just a really cool feeling, and I think I encourage everyone to travel and go from place to place because that's just, I mean, that's where it's at. I mean, that's how you can really learn a lot about life. Um, okay, so the most annoying sound, I think, in Turkish, and for those of you who are Turkish, you'll know this, is ya. And I'm saying it incorrectly probably, but because it's just this thing you add at the end of sentences or words to just express negative energy or frustration, or actually sometimes it's not used like that. So if something is delicious, like a piece of chocolate, you're like, çok güzel ya, çok güzel ya, like very good. Oh my god, very good. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm translating it correctly, but usually how I hear it, it's like annoying people who use. They're like. Uh, I did like stop talking, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I hear it a lot, and I'm probably being too loud. My roommates probably think I'm crazy now that I'm yelling, yeah, but it's okay. Um, Another thing which is interesting, and I think I saw this in the Arab world as well, but cough drops are candy. They're considered candy. It's a lot of people. not a lot of people, but some people may have like cough drops and be like, "You want a piece of candy?" and they'll eat it like candy, even though they don't have a cough or anything. So halls, different things like that. It's very strange, and I think I've seen it in Egypt too. Yeah, it's just so strange. Um, Here's another strange thing. So my favorite sweet here is called halka tatla. Halka comes from Arabic, which is halaqah. Halaqah in Arabic means it could mean an earring, but it basically means a ring. And so it's this piece of sweet that is this long, stretchy thing, and they curve it, and it kind of like it doesn't tie, but it just crosses over. If you want to look it up on Google, it's Halka, and the second word is Tatl, and then I without a dot. But type in I, it'll work. Tatla means sweet, so it's a sweet, and halka means like a circular sweet. So, I've been telling my students when we talk about sweets in class, I'm like, and just people in general, I'm like, I love this sweet. I eat it every single night. I mean, it's amazing. And every time they used to laugh and just laugh and laugh and crack up laughing. And I'm like, yeah, 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 I have a sweet tooth. Yeah, that's really funny. So one time, one person was like, hey, do you want me to tell you what's so funny about it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And they're like, okay, so check this out. What's known about this particular sweet is that when men go to brothels or go and visit prostitutes, right after they finish the act and they pay the money, they usually go out and buy one. And I was like, oh my God. So basically, every single time when I'm like, oh, at night after class, I go and eat halkatatla. What they were thinking of, I mean, of course, they know that I don't do that stuff, but that's the image that they got in their mind. And I'm like, I feel so embarrassed. So, watch out if you don't make that mistake that I made, because I've said it in like almost every single one, and now I have to go back. And now some of them make fun of me and they're like, hey, you like the halkatatla, like, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I feel so embarrassed. But yeah, it happens. Here's another thing, deodorant. Yes, I do wear deodorant, and not antiperspirant deodorant because that clogs your pores. It's really unhealthy, but normal deodorant, right? And so I only brought a little bit of deodorant here to Turkey because I thought, I'm in Istanbul, I'm close to Europe. They always talk about, it's very European, so they must have it. Um, when I went to Egypt, I brought, I think, either 12 or 20, one or the other, bars of deodorant. Uh, it was a lot of weight, but I heard you can't find it in Syria or Egypt, and I was like, I'm not going to America for a little over a year, so I'm going to bring it, and it lasted me the whole time, and it was perfect, no problems. Here, I brought like one or two bars, because I was like, I'll buy it. Here's what happened. I went from place to place and place to place, and I could not find normal deodorant that wasn't antiperspirant. I went to Carrefour, or however you say it, the French Walmart type thing, and I looked all over, I couldn't find it, and I was just so frustrated, and I looked. A lot of people here don't use deodorant. I mean, not a surprise, and don't shower every day. I mean, not a surprise as well, but when you get on the bus and different places, I mean, you can smell it every time you're in large groups of people. It's just a different culture, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing or dirty or smelly. It's just not my style, it's not how I roll, and, different people have different customs, so that's that. But I really struggled with this. I still haven't found one, so I've started using antiperspirant deodorant until I get back to the States and can buy some real deodorant. And I'm just telling you, if you're coming to Turkey, watch out. Get deodorant and stock up on deodorant. Um, I've been trying tons of sweets, tons of different kinds. Actually, that probably deserves its own post. Just different types of sweets because it's a lot. And yeah. These are just random facts that have nothing to do with anything, things that I'm learning. And man, I've got some stories coming up. But I'll do those tomorrow. I really should go to sleep. Alright, take care, everyone. Have a good night. It's not a night for you, maybe. But take care and salam alaikum.